It is my favourite time of the season. We've got the European qualifiers, and now it just gets even better because we've got the Scottish teams being at it. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's time for your European preview show. And now the Scots are coming. The party is going to start. We've got Rangers, Hibs, and Dundee United all getting added to the next round of the qualification campaign, and I've got a funny feeling that we could be celebrating 3 victories.
Way to burst your balloon here, but how funny and ironic is it that Hearts sit out the Premier Sports Cup the same time the Scottish clubs join the European action? It's almost like Hearts know their place. We're not gonna be on midweek while the European games are on. But the big question is, you bang on about the coefficient cup. Who will have the most coefficient points at the end of this season? Obviously, you have to go long. Higher the competition, the more points you can get. Per wins, per draws. Who's your money on? I'm going to go with Rangers, because Rangers always get the most points.
Well, Rangers have been consistently season after season for a while now, dominating the coefficient, bringing home the points. Will that be the same this year? I'd like to see what competition they're going to be in first before I determine that, but the fact that they have 3 qualifying rounds to make it into Champions League, that gives them an opportunity to earn more points, I think, straight away. So it could be good for them, but in terms of the 5 teams representing Scotland, it's Celtic, Rangers, Aberdeen, Hibernian and Dundee United. We have 2 Champions League places, 2 Europa League places and a Conference League place. Good news is we are guaranteed, I believe, are Rangers guaranteed a league phase spot no matter what?
I'm pretty sure they are.
I remember you telling me they weren't. And I just, it seems a bit harsh. I think you could finish second in Scotland and not get some European football under the new rules when third place or the cup winner does.
I don't know 100% for sure because it requires losing the next 2 rounds and then you probably go into a Conference League playoff. But people have commented on
if you go into a Conference League playoff, then you're not guaranteed.
No, but people have commented we are. Doesn't matter if we get knocked out in the third qualifying round.
So you don't go into Conference League playoff?
I'm not too sure.
You would have.
I'm hearing conflicting reports.
There would be no such thing. How can you have a Conference League playoff and then still be guaranteed? Because there'd be no point of playing the playoff.
No, I know. I totally understand what you're saying, but here, I'll worry about that in the next couple of weeks. As of here right now, there's nothing to worry about. See that wee ring? It's got a bit of blue in it. Alright, that's Champions League. Hearts have got the brown one. Shitey brown ring. You know what I mean? Celtic and Rangers Champions League.
Well, how funny would it be if Rangers had the green ring around them? See in a month's time. See in a month's time. See that green ring that's around Dundee United. I hope it's around that Rangers badge. How about those apples?
Here, be able to win it. I'll take my positives.
So yeah, these are the 5 teams that are representing Scotland. Is it the best 5 teams? Is it the teams you want representing the nation? No.
I mean, Hearts
are looking good, aren't they?
The Hearts are looking good.
All joking aside, I think it's going to be a good season for Hearts.
I think it's going to be a good season for the coefficient. I mean, honestly, yeah, Hearts can be in here, but at least that says Dundee United, not Dundee, because I don't know what would happen if it was just Dundee.
I don't think Stephen Presley should be allowed anywhere near European football, to be fair.
I think Dens Park's too close to fucking Tannadice, to be honest. That's as close as ever going to get. If
I was Dundee United, I'd be wanting to play my games away for Tannadice. I'd be wanting to play them at Hampden or something, get as far away from that stench that is known as Dens Park and Stephen Presley. And not that number 2 that Elvis dropped.
Right.
Anyway,
just as deadly though.
Let's look at the other coefficients in from the other home nations. So we've got Republic of Ireland. All 4 teams still in Europe, albeit, we've had 1 drop down, but they're still in there. Shelbourne in the Champions League after getting past Linfield. Can Shelbourne be the Irish side that we see in Europe after August?
They might be able to, right? But I just think they lack something. Shamrock Rovers are the team traditionally you associate with being the best team in Ireland. So
Shamrock Rovers with a 17.88 coefficient ranking.
It's not right, guys, that they are like way more than us.
Yeah, but we need to give them credit because last season they were great.
No, they were fucking phenomenal, man. You know what? As great as it was, I do think there'll be a wee bit. You know, it's a what if, like if they got past Helsinki, because they could have made it a lot further. Well, I say a lot further, but I mean, getting to the last 16 is unthinkable, man. So fair play to them.
If I recall correctly, though, Helsinki had a very winnable tie in the last 16.
Aye. So, yeah, crazy.
I do think their journey would have ended, like, maximum quarterfinals.
I think Shelbourne have got Quarabag, I believe. So, well, here, I say I believe. We'll find it in about 2 minutes, but...
Yeah, but all 4 teams still in for now. Northern Ireland, we've already seen Cliftonville drop out, and they have 3 teams remaining, all in the Conference League. And the Conference League at this, the Conference League at this, there's no safety net into it. You lose and you're out.
I would kind of be flabbergasted, folks, if any of these teams made it. The problem is, the benefits you've got for the Champions League and winning that first qualifying round is fucking massive. You've got to win it now.
Yeah, and...
It puts you so far ahead. Because it guarantees you Europa League, third round, if you win it. And then so Shelbourne are guaranteed a playoff, I believe.
Yes, so Shelbourne are, I think, are 1 win away from league phase football.
Yeah.
Whether they win it in the Champions League, Europa League, or Conference League. And that's pretty much it now. See whoever wins the winners of these leagues. If you can win 2 ties, you will be guaranteed league phase football. So you really need to win the first one.
Yeah, I agree. I look at Dungannon Swift, so they could be getting battered, couldn't they?
It's not looking good for them.
Got a few coefficient points though.
But Larne and Linfield leading the way. Wales, it's a one team.
It's a one-man band.
TNS did really good last year to make it to the league phase. Had a really competitive game against Florentina. Don't know how they'll do this season. They've already dropped out the Champions League. And it's not looking good for them, but we'll see.
I think we were spoiled last year, folks, with the amount of teams that were represented. On the flip side, I do think we could get more than the 3. As in, I do believe Hibs and Dundee United could maybe, especially Hibs, I could see us before.
Well, with that said, let's get into it. Let's have a look. So, start with the Champions League. Game's been played on Tuesday.
The Mora.
Alright, so, I mean, we're just going to get straight into the game that matters. You want to talk about Rangers first, or do you want to talk about Shelbourne? It's up to you.
We'll talk about Shelbourne first, just to get out the road.
Right, Shelbourne, Qarabag, big game. I think Shelbourne will need to get a positive result at home if they're going to have any chance in the second leg.
Qarabag are kind of like that. They're kind of like that 2-star team on FIFA. They're shite, but they could give the best teams a bit of a game, but they could also lose to the worst teams, so they're
a bit of a mixed bag.
I'll go 0-0.
Honestly, it's like, if Shelbourne beat Qarabag, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, see if it finished 3-0, 4-1 Qarabag, I wouldn't be surprised either.
No, I agree.
But what I would be surprised is if Shelbourne beat Qarabag 4-0, then I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I'll go 0-0 though. A boring ass game. Boom. There you go.
I'm going 1-0 Shelbourne. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right, moving into the league path. So, Victoria...
Well, unless there's any other games you want to give a quick mention to in the Champions path, but...
Nah, Lincoln Red Imps, they're fucked. Gibraltar team against Red Star Belgrade, no chance for them. But, league path time! Right, Victoria, Pleasant, Servette. Rangers get the winner of that. I think that's a very tasty and easy third qualifying round.
Or maybe Panathinaikos get the winner of that.
Well, here they could, but that's what we're here to discuss. Honestly, man, Rangers couldn't have asked for an easier ticket to the playoff round.
Probably not, but they could ask for a better preparation.
No, they could have, right? And well, it hasn't been perfect and all that stuff. But, I'm not here to make excuses. See if Russell Martin fails to get us to the playoff round. To me, that's a failure. He can sit here and say it's not season defining, right? You will not get an easier path to the playoff round, especially starting in the second qualifying round. There's no excuses, man. The Europa League path's harder.
Right, no, definitely. What a chance he's got to get into the... Basically, Rangers only need to beat Panathinaikos in either Plazan or Servette to have a playoff Champions League tie against.
I said this there. Who's the best team at the 4? It's Rangers. If Rangers got any of these 3 on the road to a Europa League final, right? If it was the last 16 of the quarter final, you'd be like, Rangers will beat them. So I don't know why people are selling. Is it because it's the Champions League music? It's the graphics. Rangers are the favourite against every single one of these teams. Why pretend otherwise?
Maybe it's Russell Martin.
Well, maybe it is Russell Martin, but no. Are Rangers not the favourite against all three of those teams?
I'd say so.
I'm not saying it's 85-15, but it's like 60-40 every game.
You could add in Brann and Red Bull Salzburg as well. I mean,
Salzburg's a bit closer, but yeah, I understand your point. It's like out of these 6 teams, it's like Rangers are easily at the top of it.
I mean, just look at Rangers' success in Europe over the last 4 or 5 seasons.
More than what these teams have offered, and it's not being big-headed. Like, I mean, Rangers have, Rangers have some massive results over ever since Gerrard came in. They would absolutely trump any of the results these 3 teams have had. So Rangers are winning. I'm going 3-1.
That's what I'm going.
And I'm not just putting the pressure on Martin. It's like, yeah, it's a hurdle straight away, but he's got to get over it.
I think Rangers will have too much for Panathinaikos, but I do see them conceding a goal though. I'm not entirely sure what the back four will look like. I think they'll concede a goal, but I do think they'll have enough fire. But although I don't know, no Dessers, no Igamani. Will that be a difference maker?
Here it could be.
Chance for Danilo though to step up and prove that he's still got something
to offer.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say that see if Danilo's the hero over the next week and he fires Rangers past Panathinaikos? Who's to say he can't start the season as the number 1 striker?
No, I totally agree.
Right now, it feels like his career's dead.
It does, but he's had a good pre-season.
If he can perform against Panathinaikos and get Rangers into the next round, then yeah, why not?
I'm just sick of the excuses, folks. To me, if we don't make it to at least the playoff round, it's a disaster. I'll fucking call it that straight here right now. Honestly, man, this is the Champions League. To me, we have been gifted with a path that is easy. But this is Champions League. It could have been way worse. Look at some of the teams. Yeah, the playoff round's going to be hard, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that'll be easy. You've got the likes of Benfica, Club Brugge, Nice. We avoid at Feyenoord and Fenerbahce, right? But like I said, if we got any of these 3 teams in the Europa League, whether it was the league stage or like the last 16 in the knockout rounds, Rangers are the favourites every day of the week. So why is it any different now? No excuses, man. He can say it's not season defining. It is, because you get more money for each round you get through. If you get to the playoff round, you get like 5.5 million, and I wouldn't mind that. That's like an extra player.
It's all about the money.
So we're both going 3-1, and we'll move on to the Europa League. Hibs are in action.
Aye, so we've got Hibs entering in here. They're taking on Midtjylland, who are a solid team. Yeah,
tough one. If they win, they get Bredestan or something. Bredestad. Whoever the hell that is.
Which is appealing, but are Hibs going to get past this? So sadly, I don't think so.
It'll be tough, but if they take a positive result away, back to Easter Road, you never know. But I'm going to go...
Yeah, I mean, if they can keep it tight and only lose, let's say, the 1 goal, and then who's to say that they can't? But I don't know, I'm looking at Hibs pre-season. I haven't really seen much of them. I know they lost to Bolton by 2-0. Are we going to get the same Hibs team that finished the season as strongly as they did? Because let's make no mistake about it, they probably did finish the season as the 2nd best team in Scotland. I'd say for a short period of time they were arguably the best team in Scotland. I think they certainly had better form than Celtic over that period where they beat them in the league.
Pre-season's been a bit shit,
but yeah, pre-season has been a bit shit, and who's to say that they won't return to the 2024 version of Hibs overnight?
They could, but they're still going to lose this game. Honestly, even if they turned up, man, this would be a tough game. So whether it's 2024 or Davy Gray's, Hibbies, it's going to be a tough one. I'll go 2-0 Midtjylland.
I'll go 2-1.
I still think it's 2-0. It's not.
I'll give Hibs a goal. I'm going to go 2-1 here.
You'll give them a goal.
In terms of some other games here that are worth noting, I believe Rangers, they lose against Panathinaikos, would get the winner of... Did you not say Besiktas, Shakhtar Donetsk?
Aye, so there you go, guys. A tough game. No two ways about it. That is harder than Servette and Victoria Pleasant for me.
Oh, definitely. Hibs in match 7, if they can win...
Fredrikstad.
Yeah, so they would get...
I mean, come on. I don't rate them.
No, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, so, how good can they be? don't really know how they've even fucking landed a third qualifying round, but they have. But again, like, it's not just a case of beating Fredrikstad. If you beat Midtjylland, I would just expect you to then give Fredrikstad a good game.
And then you're guaranteed group stage football.
Yes, and that's
because you'd be in the Europa League playoffs, and if you lose it, then you're going into the Conference League straight away. So, listen, Hibs are going to be up against it, but just stay competitive, keep yourself in the tie, and give yourself a chance at Easter Road. Don't lose this by the worst scoreline Hibs can have is a 2-goal scoreline defeat. Any more than that, and you're pretty much giving yourselves no chance at Easter Road.
pointless second leg almost.
Right, so keep the game alive, going into.
And I mean, once the Conference League's up here, I'll remember who they got if they lose. But because there's that many games in the Conference League.
Conference League, here we go. There is a shitload of games, and let's start with the whole.
I wouldn't actually bet my top rocker. I'll remember who they got because there's a lot of teams.
I want to start with the whole bye thing here. So the second qualifying round, because they need to make it an even amount of teams in the next round, they've gave 2 teams a bye, but rather than... would it not be fairer to give no team a bye in the second round and then give 1 team a bye in round 3 rather than give 2 teams a bye in the second round so that no team gets a bye in round 3?
Yeah, I agree. I don't really understand the logic behind this, to be honest, but...
It's because they don't want to give a team a bye in round 3 when you're getting closer to the actual competition, but overall, they're giving 2 teams a bye when in reality, they could have just had these 2 teams play each other, then only give 1 team a bye in the next round.
Yeah, and crucially here, folks, it's a San Marino team getting a bye.
Yeah, which doesn't get them any coefficient points.
No, so...
I mean, you could actually argue that hurts them because they'd have more chance of picking up coefficient points in the second qualifying round than they would the third qualifying round. Now, albeit, I mean, it does get them closer to the competition, but it's not like they're getting a bye in the Champions League, where it really would help. They're getting a bye in the Conference League. They'll still have to win 2 ties to get through, that's not happening.
That is not happening. But something that could happen, could Linfield defeat Salgueiros? Salgueiros defeated one of the Welsh teams, I believe.
Absolutely. I think that Linfield can beat Salgueiros, definitely. I think they should be beating them. I think that's the kind of... It's an even enough contest, right? It's not a game that I expect Linfield to smash them or dominate them. I wouldn't even say Linfield are heavy favourites. I think it's close to a 50-50 tie. But if you want to be in Europe, then you have to win these kind of games. And this is a game that I think Linfield should be winning. I think they've beat better teams than this, probably, over the years.
Absolutely.
So they have to...
But they're away first leg, so I'll go 1 each. Nothing wrong with a wee score draw, even though it doesn't matter anymore.
I'll go 1-1 as well. Right, the New Saints are taking on Differdange 03, which is a bit of a weird team name from Luxembourg. I'll give the New Saints the benefit of the doubt. I'll go 2-0.
I'll go 2-1 to the New Saints. The only contingent left for the Welsh sides, they have to win. I mean, literally, it is the Conference League after all. They will win 2-1.
Right.
Dundee United.
Main path, got Dundee United taking on Luxembourg's Una Strassen. Never heard of them.
So if Dundee United win, I believe they take on Alexandria or Partizan.
What would happen if Hibernian took on Hibernians?
That would be a crazy one. I can't actually remember who Hibs get, by the way, if they lose.
Well, that doesn't... We'll worry about that if they lose. Right, I'm going to go Dundee United, 3-0 win.
You're that confident?
Aye, last time they were in Europe, it didn't go too well. I mean, they had a great...
Is the tie over?
They had a great first leg, but the second leg was a bit of a disaster. And it's similar colours, you know, Luxembourg and the Netherlands flag. You could confuse them, I guess. If you
could.
See if you squint it, like, you could certainly.
Aye. I'll go 2-0. I'll chop a goal off. They should win. These are the kind of games where I expect the coefficient to get padded a bit.
Definitely. It need to be... It pisses me off.
Do you not think we're one of those nations, though, that's very weird, where it's like we are... Where are we right now? Like 12th or something? 15th?
17th.
It's like we're 17th, right? But when the lesser teams get a team from here, they'll actually look at it and be like, well, it ain't Rangers and Celtic, then...
We're through.
It's actually like a false reading.
Yeah, I know, definitely. But there's been too many times over the seasons where we've either went out against a team that we should not be, and I'm looking at Kilmarnock, I'm looking at your Motherwells, definitely them, and or our team gets through the round but they don't win both games, like Hibernian a couple of seasons ago lost in where was it, Malta?
No, it was Andorra.
They lost the first game, but then I think they beat them 5-1 in the second.
Because that team right there, FC Santa Cloma.
But that's the like that should be 2 wins and maximum coefficient points for that round, and that's what we need to start doing. I remember when Rangers lost to Union Saint Gilloise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Rangers should be beating them twice, I think.
Neil Ashkirk games as well, Drew, I believe.
So it's things like that. See when Scottish teams are getting lower league, like lower conference or lower coefficient nations, we need to be taking advantage of it and getting wins home and away.
No, we do, but we're both going Dundee United to win. Una Strazen, we literally looked where Luxembourg were like, 10 minutes ago. They're not that high up. Dundee United.
Higher than I expected them to be, though.
No, they are, but I would still expect Dundee United to get the job done, so we'll both go them to win. Larne against Pish.
I'm going to go Larne 2-0.
Yeah, kind of one of those ones where they need to win the first leg because they're at home, so I'll go 1-0.
And Dungannon Swifts, it's a winnable tie, but I don't know what we get with Dungannon Swifts. First time I've ever seen them in Europe.
Despite having coefficient points, feels like it's the first time we've talked about them. But then they only last, 5 years? How long for teams last?
I don't know, it's supposed to be 5 years, but I mean, sometimes you see a team that hasn't been in Europe in fucking decades and they've got coefficient points. So.
Yeah.
Strange. I'm going. Will they beat Vaduz, Liechtenstein? I'll go yes.
Yeah.
But I think they'll beat them.
I'm
going to go 1-1. I think they might win the tie, but I don't know if they'll win away.
I'm trying to remember. Dundee United actually might get the winner of Rapid Vienna, which is match 8 in Sperry, and it's actually Hibs that get the winner of Alexandria and Partisan. Either way, I'll go 1 each. Dungannon Swiss to get a wee point.
Right, what else do we have? There's not many home nations left, aren't there, not to be fair?
There we go, St. Pat's.
St. Pat, I think they'll win. I think St. Pat, I think both Irish teams have got a good chance of going through here.
Yes.
St. Pat's against Nome Kalugi, and then Shamrock Rovers against St. Joe. I mean, that should be 2 wins for the Irish team, shouldn't it?
It should be. I'm
going to go 3-1 St. Pat's, and I'm going to go 3-1 Shamrock Rovers.
I'll go a 2-0 double. How about that? Shamrock Rovers there and St. Pat's to win. In our eyes, okay, there's a lot more.
Yeah, but that's it in terms of the home nations, I believe. So that's us.
What's the third qualifying round looking like? Just scroll down. So many games, so many teams. By God, there's just so much going on there. The Conference League is a bit messy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's absolutely mental. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's your European preview show. A lot of games. We'll have a few. All the teams, man. Looking forward to it. Get a wee bet on, but I'm expecting big things. I don't want to be coming out of this and saying, we've not one of our teams picked up any coefficient points, because that would be a disaster.
Yeah, that can't happen. We need to be picking up maximum points, and hopefully we will. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.